Mm-mm-mm. All right. Getting ready, man. We got a ways to go before FOMC, but we here. Fuck it. Let's get started. Let's do something fun. Turn off my desktop audio. Oh, baby. Man, I do think this is typical of FOMC that it will just slowly grind up. I'm going to take one long here. Little scalpy scalps. But normally, FOMC grinds up into the meeting. Might be a little bit early, but since it's ground down so far right now, it's a good chance that this thing does just start that slow push to the upside. And I'm not looking for anything crazy. 5 points would be fine in this chop sesh that's going on here. And I am trading this on my Apex account, so not my cash account that you see up here. Honestly, should put my take profit out. 413, and I can switch this over. We can do that. Got to do. Find that one. That's just me looking to hit my profit target for the day. That was really close to it. Hit it. Oh, that's it right there. Boom. Profit target hit. So really, on this day, I'm not really honestly looking to take any more trades. But I want to be here because I do like watching it. I think the repetition is important. So that's what we're going to do is check the reps. Oh. But this pullback is pretty expected. Look, it's just one of them days, man, where you just get chopped to bits and pieces if you have stops. So you can't trade this day with stops. I won't trade it with stops. But currently, I am up on green on all my accounts. Well, both of them. I only trade two. Cash account is green, and the Apex account is also green. Profit target hit before FOMC. I want to watch it because even if you don't take the trade, it's relevant to watch what happens so that you are better prepared for future market moves tomorrow, Friday, etc. It's actually going to even pop up here. Let's see here. Margin call. Just not accustomed to this platform. It's about income. Margin cold. See if we can average.
They don't care if you rise or crawl, win or lose. I gave my all, now I'm screaming in silence behind this wall. Push too hard, you're bound to crack. The market smiles, then it takes it back. Ashes fall, I feel so small. Rise again after the margin call.
So confused. Why I still see this? How's that?
Just me, the screen, and my enemy. When a margin call, to hide, I'm gonna fall. So I said, broke the wall. Now the broker's ringing and I lost. I was born to rise and storm, but the market's cold and the rules are short. Ticking bomb, siren call. Welcome to the fire.
Now we get some. Kinda. Let me switch it around here.
Chasing that knife in a margin call. Fate don't care if you rise or crawl. Win or lose, I gave my all. Now I'm screaming in silence. Push too hard, you're bound to crack. The market smiles, then it takes it back. Ashes fall, I feel so small, but I rise again. After the margin.
All right. All right, I think I finally fixed it.
Sharks alive, coffee burns while tickers die. From the edge again, to eyes, blood and dollars underneath our sky.
Oof. Oh man, that SPX IV is high, boy. Up there. Day. SPX. Low of day.
Flame. To say love gets guts and pain in the war room with nothing to tame. You know, I cry like a siren call. Watch it all and fake it fall. Future swing like a wrecking ball. Marching tight, but I'm risking it all. Breeze cold like a battlefront. 10K. Now watch me hunt. It's a mind game. Gun check, no fear. Win or lose, I'm still right here.
And I need to switch it up right now. The Bears are winning. Look at the drop, folks. It's just rejecting EMAs. More than likely building a pretty sizable long position to go into this FOMC meeting. Accumulating. Boing, same boing off of NQ's, basically NQ's low a day here. I don't have all of my, man, I need to populate this chart with some stuff. All right, let's see what we got. What are we missing? Oh, so many things. Let's add some stuff here. Time. Twice.
With the static in my head, the index screams and the screen glows red. Fed talk echo in a vapor haze. Another margin call, another sideways day. Depending on tomorrow's news, but I'm the edge in shadows I never lose. Flash, crash, fever in my broken bones. Living in a market I don't even own. No sleep, no peace, no plan. It's time in a red coffee can. They buy the dream, I trade the pain. Welcome to the world, paper gains. And I don't need your ticker lies. I'm chasing ghosts and candlelight. By yourself, it's all the same. Fly the highs and burn the flame. Futures rise, futures fall. And no one's sold. Let the contracts call my name. Yeah, I'm living on paper games. CNBC.
Holy downside, Batman.
Market strong while the cave in. They push the dream to a cold parade while I fade the spike with a stout full blade. Short the promo, ride the tip. Godless calls in the championship. The bell don't ring, it screams and bleeds. And all I want is just one clean read. No trend, no friend, no sleep. Just 1,000 bots and a market that weeds.
385 low. Ooh.
Digital drugs in a silicon vein. Hope on leverage, dancing with pain. Bulls wear suits, bears wear chains. Everyone's drowning in dopamine rain. These damn must squeeze. Broken dreams.
This might actually go down to this is actually might go to 330. Holy balls.
And I don't need your ticker lies. I'm chasing ghosts and candlelight. This market's
Holy ball. Yeah. A good chance this goes down to 330 right now. 330 would be the base of this gap candle. Ooh-wee. Oh, baby. That would be nasty. 24, 129. Oh, that would be gross. Wow. That's very possible. Nasty, nasty look right there, man. Ooh. Oh, Jesus.
Till the closing Don't ride the future. Don't ride the future. Riding well. Ride the futures till the closing bell.
I will look to get long down here though. So if it's a tight stop, we have a history right down there of this area providing support. There. Yeah, any sort of movement down in this area, I'll take a swing at it. He was a skater boy. I said, see you later, boys. Name the artist and reveal your age. He was a skater boy. He said, see you later, boy. Something like that. Name the artist. Let's see. Let's see who are the old people in here. Let's see who are the child of the '90s. Rin? Oh my goodness, that's embarrassing. Is he even around anymore? Well, congrats, you got the rollover shorts. This is super sketchy. No, I'm gonna wait for confirmation. Last couple times, I did that. Wait for confirmation. I'm gonna wait for confirmation. He's on tour. Got brought out during a little YouTube. I do have a 4 hour, but I can't say that I've had a DJ. So, what they put? The producer put together the single. Going on there. Let me cook. Don't get scared. Don't get scared. Scared. Dial up in the neck. Put my smart Fred Rupert like that. K like that. Exactly. Man. So if you ever hear that in the background, maybe to get the short, this comes down. This wants to come down. Right there. Maybe that same great time. Look at that. 212 like that. There we go. You think sir may not have a sense of humor. May not try to see his own character. Contract that is now expired. What is it? I can't remember. Is it every 3 months or 4 months that contract expires? Every 3 months or 4 months. Hey, what's up? Hey, thank you. No, Ryan says 4. Warren says 3. Chris says 3. Well, we got numbers all over. Every 3 months or every 4 months. Look at that. 223 lights. I love it. The 3 people that somehow got offensive. Wow. Some of you are saying 3, others saying 2.
the margin come. Don't care if you rise or fall. Win or lose, I gave my all. Screaming in silence behind this wall.
Yeah, if you trade cattle, that's what you got. Cattle will show up to your house. Nice. Alright, still looking for a store here. Let's see how it wants to behave right now.
After the margin comes.
Take your cap settle. Yes, go on target. How would you buy? I'm personally very fine. I'm very fine. I don't know what I'm doing right now. What's really have a whole lot of trust in it. It's like a really big bounce rate, but still, I'm in at 400 shop and go by. I love it. I already noticed Armando gives his trade plan ahead of time. That's good stuff there. The futures market for commodities exists, not for us to date this. I'll put it that way. Market, for the vast majority of it, is like a real life thing. Go to like train elevator, go to like stuff like that. Go to websites. At the top, you'll see like things for the future. Not because they're like a broker or, but like, here's the futures market for like corn or stuff like that. So like the stock market and other markets, it's all kind of like a hypothetical. It's like a very big. It's kind of just numbers last year. It's like very big purpose. There you go. Go on. Go on. One second. So farmer debt. Futures are designed to give farmers, give manufacturers a little bit more of an idea of prices. Because if they know what they're going to pay for their materials, because they bought contract for a price in the future, they can do like a little bit of planning. Here's the goal. Like I said, give that answer. No. Take profit trader. They're the best in the business. I have yet to meet a single trader that's traded with other prop firms. Then they give take profit trader a try. And then they get to the pro phase. And then they start complaining about daily payouts every single day. Yet anybody complain about daily payouts. No, no scaling, no stuff like that. All the futures, right? The ones with the most volume. So I would say start with either NES or MN. Down through. What's up?
Joe Rogan Experience.
Train my day, Joe Rogan podcast my day. All day. That it just started to scalp. Again, a scalp would have given me a green trade. Every single one of my trades could have been avoided if I had just chosen to start to do scalp. Trust things, it's starting to get irritated. Scalp, okay? So if on my next trade I'm not doing a scalp, call me out. Be like, hey Clay, you said you're gonna be doing scalp. like it's hard to have a sense of humor when you're frustrated. Trade plans aren't working out right. Just FYI, I know I think you're just kidding. For me, I start to lose a sense of humor when I'm getting irritated. Okay, for me, this is now not the best of times to joke. I do not take jokes the best when I'm getting frustrated with the trading. To be fair, and I'm actually jealous, Randy, if you were able to not have setups work and for stuff to happen and you start to making jokes about it, and you just, that's, I mean, I'm jealous. I wish I had that skill set. But my sense of humor. If I'm wrong on this one, I got to put myself in my mouth. Scalpy, which means because the market's trying to put me on tilt, I fully expect this one to clap. So I finally decided, okay, I'm going to do a scalpy. Now I do the scalp, watch it change clap. That's what I'm fully expecting. So if you're shorts, you better be holding. Give me a 5 in the chat if you ever feel like the market is watching you and is trying to put you on tilt. Like the market, give me a 5. Am I the only one that ever feels this way? Like the market's like, oh, we like fill in the blank of your name. We're gonna put them on tilt. However they decide to manage the trade, we're gonna do the exact opposite. I guess to be fair, I said watch it finally break the level. I decided finally to scalp. Oh, the market is strong. It wants me. Not to let the market put it. Exactly. That's what I mean. Like the market, like today, they just decided that hey, what? We're gonna do our best to send him on tilt. Okay, all right. This does. They're being merciful. There's still a chance to come down to this. Hit that like button. If you ever feel like the market's out to get there, hit the like. feel like sometimes the market's out to get you. I don't know if I'm seeing the markets really that great. Trades. It seems like I cannot turn up feel good. But when I get in, I choose two scalp. It could have been a way bigger. Quite a bit of history back here. For those of that really know as well as now just kind of a typical former report now. Just keep that in mind. Again, I'm not saying you're going to reject the price down. But I'm saying like I said, I'm not having something happen. Thoughts on the direction. So we are 35 minutes away from the fire. Sell for two. I'm okay with because I do have a stable full of racehorses that I can activate again, but we'll see what happens. So for some very, very minor scalps, no bigger size, go minor scalps. No, let's see the action. Possibility. What I'm doing is two layers. Layer number one, I'm in a prop firm. So the prop firm I am in is Take Profit Trader. So if you go to the link at the top of the screen, it'll take you here. So step one will be select the purchasing power you want. What kind of purchasing power? After you select that, and also make sure to use code PLAY so you get 40% off. After you select the purchasing power, it'll ask you what platform, what I'm using, and what you see is great. So two layers to what I'm doing. Layer number one, I'm in the prop firm. Layer number two, candlesticks. I like some trend lines, a couple of moving averages, throw the VWAP on there. Delta divergences work for you? Cool. Get it repeat the horse. We'll do that. So what's that suspect? Code play. Support the live stream. Get the same exact deal. Code play. Trying to break out. It's trying its best to push to the top with this drive and wedge pattern. Good, but like I said, when I showed on the 5 minute, you have that dip right above. So reduce position size. Reduce position size until there is no more sweat. That's a good sign. Why are my palms sweating? Why is my heart beating? That'd be a good indicator that you have on too much stock. You have an idea how long did the FOMC panel go? Nobody knows anything about when the FOMC. Anybody that tells you they know what's going to happen, liars. Nobody knows. Not in the smart money. Even if you know even if you know the news, you don't know how the market will react to the news. That's the kicker. Now, there's some news events where if you know the news, you'll probably know. For example, if you're at a pharmaceutical company and you know you're about to announce that you just cured cancer, odds are, again, you still don't know for sure, but I think that's about as close to a guarantee that, okay, the market is going to find this very bullish and our stock is going to go up. Other situations, I don't know about you, but I've looked at many. And I'm like, oh, that's good news. Price, like the price is going down. Like, oh man, that is terrible news. And then you look at the price, and the price is going up. So again, even knowing the news, it's like that. Maybe like cancer. Stressful. If you're stressed, it's because it's too much size. You're risking too much. That's literally what it is. Disagree, Douglas, to start to do beta blockers. Like your body is stressed for a reason. Still stress. It tells you that you actually don't have any confidence in your strategy at all. Day trading, stock regardless. So I'm totally throwing this out there. Is this like a little miniature buy the rumor, sell the news? Is this right here? Now everybody, okay, the announcement's coming, buy the rumor, and then are we looking at that? That's what I think. Right now it seems like a miniature buy the rumor, sell the news within the macro buy the rumor, sell the news. Here's the video here that shows you how I set up my platform. Good question, Andrew. No, I'm on team. Pay yourself as much as you can. But if you are on team, no, I think you should leave a little bit in. I think you try to build a buffer. I can see both sides. I just, as of now, I am more so on. Could take us up to 434. 50. Thanks, Douglas. Douglas is a nice guy. Very sharp downward slope. Corresponding with the key level. This yellow line, if you go back here, see the top part of the consolidation right here. In a potential like little resistance zone up around here. It doesn't mean it can't be broken, but I mean I would be very scared. Like I said, right now this totally feels like a miniature buy the rumor, sell the news. I mean, they're going to announce the rates cut, and then things are going to explode even more. But I think the exact opposite. We'll see. We'll see. Again, reminder: if you were a take profit trader, if you have a pro account or a pro plus account, Trade the news. You cannot be in the trade at 1:59, 2 o'clock, or 2:01. Check on your prop firm's rules. But around here, myself and the vast majority of people are take profit trader. Be in the trade, or else that will be considered a rule break. Prop firm, check your prop firm's rules. Are you allowed to be in the trade on this announcement? A clarification: if you're with Take Profit Trader and you're only in an account, you can trade it. If you want to YOLO and if you want to get in right before it's announced, see what happens, that is allowed. Pro account or a Pro Plus account, you may not do that. Goal today was 250 likes. We're 2 away.
And few sellers.
So if we have 2 people out here that are enjoying enough to hit that like button, help us get to our daily goal. Yeah, that's what I've been saying. Well, welcome back, Jeff. Good to see you. That's what we've been talking about. I am also on team buy the rumor, sell the news. Buy the rumor. So really, actually, maybe it's getting wrong. No, I can't. I just say that for you because you are brand new to all of this. So, I mean, what I'm explaining, what I'm talking through and everything is well beyond what you folks are right now. HK works for the Federal Reserve, apparently. President D-Gen Gambler. Apparently he worked at maybe he's an intern. Maybe no. Good times roll. And for HK, in the next 25 minutes, it's like all of you that are D-Gens. Again, I have nothing against D-Gens as long as you are not lying to yourself or trying to convince us that you're not a D-Gen. Like, if you're a D-Gen and you own it, claim here to be a degenerate, cool. All I ask is, hey, use code CLAY because you're going to be using that code a lot. Valuation allowed to be in a trader fund for WSC. You can go above the 50%, Josh, but then you'll want to just go. That's why I don't think it's HK. HK is not. He's not Devano about it. He's not trying to convince us. Like, there's nothing more annoying, insulting, like a joke. Buying the rumor selling. It'll also dump it. At this point, this is getting too strong. So I think it starts to pull back maybe around. I will say, everybody look at these numbers over here. So this distance from here to here is this distance afternoon will go to you got to think at least 20, at least 20, maybe even more. But right now, this shows like, yeah, I get it. This looks like a huge move, but what I'm saying. So, because in the dashboard they give you a calendar to look at and they email you. Again, this was the email I got this morning. Here's Clay. Because I have a Pro Plus account, I'm telling you the FOMC set will follow at 2 p.m. But again, this is only for Take Profit Trader people. Again, if you're just in a Pro or Pro Plus. To ensure compliance, we ask all Pro Plus accounts to be closed out of all positions and have no notice 1 minute before, during, and after the news event. So that's what I'm saying. You cannot be in the trade at 1:59. You can't be in at 2 o'clock, and you can't be in at 2:01. But at 2:02, even if you're in a Pro account, you can let the good times roll. I'll have to respectfully agree to disagree. I think it has everything to do with the rate cut. Maybe James. I don't know. I don't know if I'll see any setup that way. I'm going to be watching. We're going to be here hanging out. Well, right? Right here, assuming you're a take profit trader, they tell you, they define everything in the email. Again, check with your prop firm if you're not a take profit trader. Yes, you have no open orders. 1 minute before, during, and after. Okay, I guess I could make that clear. I can see what they mean. They mean 1 minute before, and then also 1 minute. So I suppose I could make that part of it. Well, I can or maybe it just explodes. Now, here's the one thing: is if it is expected to be a quarter of a rate cut, and then it's actually a half, in that moment, I can see the initial push going up. Sure. Or practice and runs drilling. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Everybody keeps that. Hey, Clay, what do you do? I do not know. I first got to see the action. You're struggling as a trader. I'm not saying this is one of the problems, but maybe this, if you're already planning what you're going to do without even seeing the action, that's a problem. The trader, we need to react. We need to react to what we're seeing. So if I'm seeing great movement, I'm seeing great setups, and yeah, all options are on the table. But asking me right now, am I going to do anything? I have no idea. I don't know. We got to first see the action. I encourage you to do the same thing in your trading. Take profit eval, you can trade on duties. Correct. Who was going to win the Super Bowl? Wyoming Yoda.
Oh, same movement every FOMC day.
That's what I'm here for.
Mm.
8 minutes. Space right here. That's what I'm watching. The distance right here. This space. Only 5 points. But this distance right here is definitely going to be good. It's been a good move. Volatility gets the fun. Yeah, I think the sell the rumor could start soon. Great good habits. Okay, rolling them dice. Scalp. Like I said, I know some of you thought I forgot. I said I was doing scalpy scalps. I remember. So I fully plan on this thing coming down even more, right? I'm having one of those days. The market is trying to put me on tilt. Could see a buy at the yellow line. That was a former breakout point, and that would also be a back test of the purple line. That could be a very correct area. You got to talk in Eastern time, people. We had this discussion yesterday. New York Stock Exchange is in New York in the Eastern time zone to keep us all on the same page. Just talk in Eastern time. I'm in Central time. I always, in fact, down here, I have everything also in Eastern. Be a good communicator. Don't confuse people. Just use the standards, especially in the markets. Why one? What is so magical about one? You just want to be out the final hour? All right, to be fair, looking like the scalpy scalp was potentially the right move here. We'll see. All right, we have 14 minutes until the fireworks begin. 14 minutes, and then things are going to get probably pretty spicy. Break. All right, I will be right back. All right, let's see what happened. 13 minutes away. JT, you're with Take Profit Trader, aren't you? Let's see, get it done. Yes, I'm on team buy the rumor, sell the news. I did say I thought I was where I was wrong was I thought the sell off was maybe going to start at the 10-minute mark, but it's already started back. It's essentially started at 1:42, so 8 minutes off on that. Okay, JT. Next question: do you check your email? Do you check your email? Because the answer to all these questions you seek would be in your email. 422 long for you, and then where's your stop at, serial trader? You're getting long at 422. Where's your stop going to be? trail. All right, well, where's it going to start off? Where's your stop loss starting? How big is your trail? Are you trailing at 5 points, 10 points? What's that? So your stop loss to start will be 402. Close. Close all positions to be safe. Well, again, JT, it depends on if you're talking about one of your pro accounts or test account. If it's a test account with Take Profit Trader, then you can trade it. Well, that's what I said. I'd encourage you to check your email on a daily basis every morning. Where do you watch news event? I watch it on the chart. The chart is what's going to tell you something way more important. It's not going to tell you what the news is, but more importantly for us as traders, it will tell you what the market thinks of the news. I like to watch the chart. I like to watch all news events on the chart itself. That's the cool thing about a chart is it takes that next layer. You're not going to know what the news is, but you are going to know what the market thinks of the news. I think you can. I think you can trade both copy and pro, but I'm not huge in the copy trading, so I guess I can't say for sure. 1 minute. 202, you can trade.
Trying to figure out, I might YOLO some Apex. I got 7 Apex 250K accounts that I might try to pass here.
So yes, is this already the
I think.
Sell the news right now? Everybody's starting to buy the rumor here. What's
long or short?
Oh boy. You are an Apple user, pro tip, CBT of VIP, then all emails from them are highlighted and you won't miss them. That's a good suggestion for sure. I guess really short whatever prop firm you are using. Will you place your trade early? No, I cannot. Well, I
think it's a long.
You can't do that with the pro account. Again, there's nuance in this. If it's just a test account, then most prop firms say go do whatever you want. So it's a
short
nuanced
and long
conversation
at the same time.
But if you want to err on the side of caution, I would be out at least 1 minute before. So don't be in a trade at 159 or at 2 or at 201. Again, I'm not saying that will keep you safe with your prop firm that you're using, but I'm just talking more so from a take profit trader perspective because that is the prop firm I'm using.
I'm gonna try it. Gonna start loading into this. Start just loading into it, chat. YOLO. News coming out here. Don't follow me. Don't do what I'm doing. I'm a millionaire. It's okay if I blow up a few accounts, okay?
Trade plan ahead of time. None of this hindsight, armchair quarterbacking stuff. Stop loss is at 390. Okay. Oh, that's a big stuff.
These are Apex evals, by the way. Apex evals. You cannot YOLO on the news when you're trading a PA account. So again, this is not. This is only for entertainment, okay? This is only entertainment, Cat. This is not financial advice.
Before, during, or after. After is also being defined as 1 minute. 1 minute before, and obviously during it.
Express elevator ride to hell. I don't know, man. I don't know. That don't seem.
I don't know, patient trader.
I don't
know. I don't know.
That don't seem right. Someone said, so you put everything on long. No, did not. I did not say that. Don't even try to be like he told me to get long. Again,
You said it was
warning,
6.
warning. I'm a millionaire. Unless you're a millionaire, don't do what I'm doing. And I think nobody in this chat is a millionaire. So don't follow me.
Myself.
Again,
That way I don't
not
have to
financial
open myself up.
advice. I'm an idiot. I have
You
no
said it's
idea what I'm
no,
doing.
it's not what
I
I
will be going long.
Maybe I'm the
See,
fool.
it might never work. All right, it might not work, but it might work. You know what I
There is no
mean?
max, Mr. Shiba.
There you go.
5-day minimum. You can take as long as you want, but I encourage everybody to pass within a month. That way, you only make that monthly payment one time. So but you can take as long as you want.
I'm gonna try to buy more here when this news comes out.
Yeah, aim to pass within a
I was
month.
hoping for maybe like a dip down,
That way,
but
you keep your risk as minimal as possible.
John Don, you're a millionaire? I doubt it. If you're a millionaire and you're watching me live on YouTube, you're fucking retarded. That seems very retarded. If I was a millionaire, the last thing I'd be doing is watch some guy on YouTube with red hair. You know, that's the last. I'd be like,
Right.
why the fuck would I listen to this idiot? It's music right now. It's me fine. Go to the fucking moon. God damn it. I might have to add into this already. I don't want to add right here. I wanted to go low. I wanted to dip to 400s, then add into that.
Who's YOLOing? No judgments. I understand from a test account perspective.
You're trading macros? No, I'm trading fucking micros.
Like, I want to get this thing passed now. We're
I'm
not.
trading
anybody?
this is 7
Give me one.
accounts. I got 7 Apex
Look,
accounts.
this is a test account,
These
P-Val
are not
account.
fucking
Let's see if I can
micros.
get something.
They're mini.
Anybody in that category? Again, no judgments because I do understand there is a time and a place.
Also, we got a big
especially if it's just a
deal
test
next
account.
week.
Like, let's see what.
Battle of the Sexes.
So what are you guys doing? Are you guys long or short?
I know there's 2
If you're doing that, what are you doing? Are you going to be long or short before it's announced?
There's gonna be one sex here, okay? Only one sex. I identify as a woman now, okay? Follow me, buy my course. Patrick Wheeler Trades. It's only $9.99. My uncle's coming tomorrow, and we're gonna be able to talk about what it's like to just be rich and sell courses. So
I
if
guess
you guys are really, really interested, make sure you tune in tomorrow. We can talk all about it with my uncle when he's here. I cannot wait. Guys, you don't understand what it's like. Nobody understands what it's like. The whole market right now trying to push up here. The NASDAQ, the ES.
Gotcha. We got 3 minutes, folks. Grab your popcorn.
Can I get 4 trades one day? I doubt it. I highly doubt it, but maybe. I've done crazier things. Tori, if you're watching, come to the BDH. I want to compare my BDH to your BDH. Say that? Is that allowable? It's like a joke, you know? Oh, good thing I didn't add up there. Everything's fine. Nothing to worry about here. We got 1 contract per account right now. 3 minutes. Oh, fuck.
I'm gonna try. I'll try. I'll join.
The problem is, if I only held 1 contract, I would need to pass these accounts. I got to make 15,000, so I would need the market to go up like a 5 million points. So I don't think that's gonna happen. But I do like the idea of the market going higher here. Again, not financial advice. Don't copy me. I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, this news is gonna come out. It's gonna rip somebody's fucking face off.
260 likes. We set a new record, so I feel obligated to throw a little bit of extra entertainment. Maybe not the smartest thing from a trading standpoint, but like I said, you guys have been crushing it. This is gonna great.
If you don't know what to do, don't trade. The best thing to do here is don't trade.
Let's see.
Don't do it, chat. Don't do it.
You get slippage.
I got to pee so bad.
How are you not with proper?
That's what I do.
Handle trader. You're not new here. You've heard all the sales pitches. Why are
It's gonna
you
go off the chart. Get ready. It's gonna go. Wee!
Explain that math. Explain how that.
How high can it really go? 5-day, 553. Got news coming out here in 1 minute. Gonna need to kind of add to this, I guess. Go big or go home. Fuck.
Hey, you mind
Go big or go home, motherfuckers!
Man, I would have been fine.
Go
There it
big
was, I would have been
or
fine.
go home. They don't flush it.
We're going wrong, right?
I really hope they don't
Oh
flush it,
boy.
Chad. Please don't flush.
Okay.
If they flush it,
That was what I wanted. They just made them bump.
Please don't flush. Flush, NASDAQ. Don't flush.
Go to the green line and out of the red.
Oh. Get ready.
Oh boy.
Phone your candles. Oh. Baby Jesus. Oh. I'm scared. I'm very scared right now. I'm very scared. It's going up. It's going up. But it needs to go higher. God. Not good. I might get stopped out because of the trailing loss. The news already come out. Like, the market hasn't even moved. What are they doing? Are they cutting? I haven't even looked yet. What are they doing? 25 basis points? No change? 25 basis points. 25 basis points. Fuck. Can't tell if I should stay long or what here. 25 only. Hey, at least they're cutting. Yeah, this ain't looking good. What an wow. Market really moved nothing. Gonna have to load into this somehow and maybe get a pop here. If not, we're gonna blow these accounts. So blowing them. It's gotta like go straight up right here, or these accounts are gonna get blown.
Oh.
Wow, FOMC, no more fun anymore. Can't even get a fucking 100-point move on FOMC. Can't even get a 100-point move on FOMC anymore. Used to be fun. Trading used to be fun, Chad. It used to be fun. Trading used to be fun. Like maybe just take profit here. Let me see if I get a little bit more pump. Can we get through 500, do you think? Do something here soon, because if this pulls back on me, I'm fucked. Can we get through 500 again? It's gonna be really tight. The 500s again. Ah! Lock it in right there. Oh God. What's the bathroom? The editor just shit his pants. God, I had to breathe in his fucking farts. Dude, what the fuck? damn it. Fucking editor, man. Goes in the bathroom, dumps a big old turd in there, and then I have to walk in there and smell that shit. What a joke. All right. Well, so much for the fucking dump. Remember somebody in the chat? Everybody said, Patrick, it's got a dump. You're retarded. You don't know what you're doing. What happened? Did I know what I was doing or what? Do I get a gold star today or what? Do I get a gold star or what? What's gold doing? Even I can still smell it in my nose. Oh my, look at the gold. Oh my god. Yeah, the 2% drop, and we're gonna leave, and the market, and he won't leave. What happened to him? He left, clearly. The high of day is that 550 area on the NASDAQ. We're right there at yesterday's close. Is there more coming? Chart right now. Trying to figure out like if this is a spot to get short or try to buy this pullback here. Just made $8,000. Let's go. Let's go, Matty boy. Hey, who liked D Money this morning? I thought D Money was pretty cool. I'm gonna maybe try to get D Money to be on the live stream more often. Anybody else? What y'all? You want that, chat? You tell me. You guys decide.
Oh, just fill it.
Bring D Money back. Bring D Money back.
There it goes.
Thinking about this. Think about this. Think about this. What about this? What about this idea? What if D Money did his own show from like 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock every day at the BDH? That could be a thing, right? Like, that'd be fun. He could have his own little show, D Money show, the afternoon show. And then, you know, obviously I'll still do my morning show, but like, D Money can take over the BDH every afternoon. Power Hour with D Money. I think it'd be pretty cool. Power Hour with D Money. Because then I can't be doing everything, you know? I'm getting old. Chad. I'm 37 years old, you know? Somebody on the internet said that I'm already past my peak. Zach, again, just kind of pull it back here to the VWAP. Took profit on that long from the fucking 453.
Do I really think that it could come all the way back up to highs? If the answer is no, then I could try to build in the 450. Again, my general thesis is that this thing will eventually back up its gains.
From here,
so I could start to get short here, add some more here, add some more here. But if this does actually come to new highs, then that may be the way out to this account. But that's really what I have to ask myself. Do I really think that it's going to come back above these highs? And I think this is finally the seller. For my thesis, yeah, maybe this is finally where the seller of the room are starting to come back in. Do I want to risk a racehorse? That's the question. Racehorse has been good to me. I've actually formed a good relationship with it. I've gotten many payouts with it. I have an emotional connection.
Dude, they're out here now. You roll. No more pooping at the BDH. No more. Dude, the editor just smoked out the whole fucking place. Coughing.
We'll see.
I can't even breathe. I'm gonna get edited.
Like I said, this has been a great life.
The worst part is, I paid for his lunch, and that's how
I feel like, hey,
comes back to
we won. It'll be for good.
Takes a big shit.
It's been a great
and
life.
then just laughs and giggles about it. It wasn't me.
Yeah, you can trade now.
I think it was me. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how it works. Man. Gold, go to the moon right now.
Horses die in the blaze of glory. Yep.
The Dow's ripping. The ES is pulling back here. We're back right where we fucking started this whole thing. What a I knew this would be like an issue, right? If the Fed didn't cut 50 basis points, the market already priced in, basically already priced in the fact that they were going to cut 25 basis points. So that's why we've gotten pretty much no reaction here because it wasn't a surprise. If they would have cut in 50 basis points, then we would have got a lot bigger of a move. But basically, we already knew.
Good way or a bad way?
Jason had a raccoon. Ruben thinks you're eating a raccoon for lunch. Oh. Gold is going to the moon. Do you trade gold? I don't even know how to trade. I don't like. Gold is ripping right now. 742 on gold. Nasdaq back down here.
Short there on this back.
Right to where this news started. That's the best part. The news came out.
So if this thing comes straight back up,
we're just right back to where we started at.
I don't think it will. If it does, oh well. It's fun ride with this racehorse.
Straight gold. I'm scared of gold, to be honest. The ES made a new high, by the way. It took out the morning high. It took out the overnight high.
This is some sort of recovery back up. This racehorse
done that. I'm trying to figure out if this is just like a pullback before we go higher, or are we going to go lower?
So that's what I mean. Yes, this was still part of buy the rumor.
15-minute candle nasty.
But let's see if this now turns into just a big old downtrend now.
Pulling back now hard. Why am I scared of gold? It always goes up. I'm scared. Trade the gold. Fed Powell speaking later on.
My thesis, I said a million times. So if I'm wrong with my thesis,
better now.
Then yeah, I will pay the price.
Right back to the
but that is the ultimate nice thing about proper. Even if I'm wrong, yes, I'll lose a racehorse. Sure, that's never fun, but from a racehorse standpoint, this one has paid me many times, and ultimately, if you're not out a whole bunch of money. Massive false break. I'm going to try and re-enter at 460. For short, you're saying?
Really taking a hit right now. ES is kind of pulled back to the VWAP.
Good. In there for my open allotment.
Jesus.
Nasdaq back down here to the 415, 416s.
There we go. They got it. Now, again, I wanted more than 5. I started very small. So in hindsight, I should have just went with like 6
fucking punk before the dump.
But because I went small, because I'm trying to give myself flexibility. If I need to build, massage the trade a little bit. But the problem, if you go start small, if you aim for flexibility, but then you're right immediately from the get-go, well, then you sit here and say, well, I barely made anything. Just check your email, Market Butcher. Just keep checking your emails. They'll fill you in on everything.
Nice guess today. I like.
But congratulations on passing. Good job.
Money, D money, money, D money, money, D.
Jesus.
Dipping right now. Down there 360, 370s here.
High risk. All I need is a little bit of, just a little bit, just 4 points.
It's kind of dumping down there through the low. Nasdaq making a new low right now. Gold
yes, it is safe to, okay.
Everything pulling back right now.
I say it with all due respect, but a little bit of frustration because I've repeated myself about 4,000 times now, but it kind of just shows. Please check your emails, folks. Check your emails. Take Profit Trader lets you know all this stuff. So it is safe to trade now. It is safe to trade.
We should have gone short at the 500s. That would have been genius, wouldn't it have been?
It's
Isn't that
so
been real
risky.
fucking
Take a
smart?
trade. I don't know
The
about
math, though, right?
Yeah, that's why.
That'd be too easy.
That's why if you're getting stuff without a
Too
prop
fucking
firm, I
easy,
think
yeah.
it's absolutely crazy.
You know, it just would have been too fucking easy. Nasdaq just absolutely getting murdered right now. 330s.
So there it is. I mean,
Finally getting some momentum.
Classic buy the
All
rumor,
the way
sell
down
the
there,
news.
330s.
Took some time. You had to let the last. This is all the dumb money. This is the dumb money right here.
Sell the news. Buy the
They
rumor,
waited
sell
until the news. They thought it was smart. So this is the dumb money. The people selling here. That's all the smart money. That's all that is right there.
Nasdaq just absolutely getting
People that
murdered right
are
now.
new, they don't quite
Down
understand
big.
the dynamics. Are like, there's the news. They did cut rates. It's now time to buy. Yeah. Now I realize I might be looking like dumb money here as I roasted the account. So I'm aware of the irony. But it's got the psychology of that right there.
Going down big, chap. Oof. Really, it's going.
Roasted the account coming.
The bounce at is my question. I want to
And
know.
account gone. Well, it was a nice relationship with your racehorse. It was a nice relationship.
Took out the 300 just to pump
Man,
it right back
talk
up
about
again.
just terrible timing. Is something? Or is that just... As far as I can tell, I was like, I don't think I just, like, did I go short, like, right at a piece of gold that I was not aware of? I don't think I did. Well, either way, it is what it is. It is what it is. Good relationship with that one. I'll have to pull another one out of the stable.
They dropped it right below 300. Below 300. Took out the 300s. And then now a little reaction off of that pivot point there. Push back up there.
Still way too soon. Bummer.
I love when the market's moving, man. It's fun. It's fun. Look at it.
I'm going to just create that problem again. Earlier, I logged out, and then when I tried to log back in, nothing was showing up as it should have.
It's a little
Okay, good. All right, good.
long here in my personal account. Kind of when we got this swipe of that 300 level, got long here, sold into this little push for an easy $4,000. You might make a little. I mean, I feel like
All right.
even if we're going to
Trust
go
account
lower,
here.
we're gonna push back down.
I'm still bearish.
Bear flag out there.
If
So
this thing wants to come down,
I'll take that. Take a little bit of money here and there.
I'm going to go for it down here.
That's the Apex account. Yes, that was too easy. Too fucking easy to pass those boys. Too easy.
Only want a short if it comes down to that red line. See if we can. If this is just a dead cat bounce here.
Did the numbers come out? Yeah, no, they came out.
We'll see. We will see.
You have to do So the short was the way. That fucking 520 area short would have been beautiful.
Man, that is wild. Get the 4 little points right there.
Gold popping back up. Gold in there. Thinking now. I'm thinking maybe to see what happens with this 400 level.
Buy the rumor and then sell that news. Good, yes.
We get stuck below 400. Maybe we build out a bear flag
What do
and we
them
try to
daily
go
charts look
lower
like
from
going
there.
on?
Maybe.
That's what I was more so curious about. So like daily. What's
like
look like?
Major
So now do we start to see more of a
preference here.
pullback? What's QQQ looking like? Yeah, there you go. QQQ pulling back. Again, next key dynamic will be the speech at 2:30. Things get sketchy in the sense of, again, like I mentioned, we knew that things were going to get spicy at 2 o'clock because that was the announcement. But at 2:30 is when the speech starts, and then you just never quite know when you may say something.
Stuck below the 380s.
Back down. Now, if I lose this account, I'm done
Looks
for
like
the
that
day.
bear flag's playing out
I can't
now.
go on account pill, meaning I can't just start like going through like I can't roast like 10 accounts. So if this account is roasted, then I will have to be done for the day. And why couldn't I have done that one on the first one? Look at that, just like that easy. 480. Oh, that's irritating. If that trade lasted like literally under a second, but that other one,
All right, we're gonna have Powell coming up here in about 9 minutes for the press conference. So don't get too
U.S.
excited.
dollar index is
just
the lowest
yet.
in 3.5 years.
It ain't
Of course,
over
we're just
until
destroying
Daddy
the U.S. dollar.
Powell talks. Okay, so
Nice job. Good
let's
job, Brian.
see
You're having a great day.
what he gonna do? The news,
Dude,
so
Zach,
far
I literally
here
just started the
is
account. Holy smokes. Good
25 basis
grief.
points.
I would drive myself insane.
Market put in a little higher low, ripped back up, kind of
I literally just pulled it out of the
bear
stable.
flag for now.
Yes, I'm starting to get cranky because
Both the
the
ES
same
and the NASDAQ
questions
kinda
keep coming up over and over
down, just pump
and
back
over
up,
again.
back up. ES is ripping back up now, back to the VWAP.
That's a wild bounce.
NASDAQ VWAP at the 449s.
So, like, I just don't see. Like, that would have made perfect sense when so like the 4 hour, like that racehorse that I lost. Had I shorted like right there and I missed it, and then that bounce, like that totally makes sense. Like, oh man, I shorted at like literally a terrible spot, but like
We're in a different time
thought this
frame
was
here.
just
It's
in total
15-minute
free fall
chart.
mode.
Get there to that 400 level once
That's how the
again.
cookie crumbles sometimes. And that's how it crumbled right there.
Young money.
Again, speech at 2:30. 2:30. Be careful. I may be done. Because this is a racehorse right
Good
here.
morning, ladies.
This
Is
is
he
the pro
gonna say
account
good
that I'm
morning, or
on,
is he gonna say?
and I don't like
Good
the thought of a
afternoon.
pro account
I think he's
where
gonna say
something
good
could look really
afternoon.
nice, and then all of a sudden he says something in the speech, and then poof. So we'll see what happens.
A million.
Yeah, I would hope the rest of the week kind of gets back to a little bit more normal action and not such of a tight action that we've been having. Hey, if you're enjoying, if you're entertained, if anything, hit that like button. Do you trade every day the market is open? Oh, yeah, for the most part, yep. Hit that like button. If you're enjoying in any way, shape, or form, it helps.
Oh man.
I would like to still maybe make some more trades, but let me get a horse fired up here.
All right, we're back up on the Z
Not a
on
race horse,
the
just a
1 minute
horse.
chart. Is this bull flag from the 420s back up to the VWAP 450 area? Or is this a big bear flag? A million. There's that pivot point.
There. You had a test account here now. Dude, see, they're all on the website, dude. They're in your email. I'm sorry that I'm getting frustrated, but the amount of people that apparently like just sign up for stuff and then don't read anything about how it works is mind-boggling. I am befuddled right now. Good job, Landon.
A million.
Like the rules are on the site. The rules are in the dashboard.
Come on, pal. Pump it. A million.
And again, see up, like you are a name that I recognize. You have been here many, many times. How are you not aware of this stuff? It blows my mind. Okay, short.
A million. We gonna make a million. A million. We make a million. Good time to be patient. This is when we're gonna start chopping around with this fucking conference coming up. You know, let it do what it's doing, and then we gonna figure it out from there. A million. Pump it again.
Too late or too
I gotta pump it again.
Do what?
They're on the open work.
Wait, then Q buy. Stop and Q buy. Pump it again. Pump it up. Pump it up.
How the hell the open doors in $10 already? That's a solid dipping.
People are squeezing open door, man.
That's crazy. I
Back
was
up there
looking
towards
to
the
get
VWAP
on and
now.
buy the dips again. Not again, I mean, try to buy the dip, but it didn't go that low.
It will. It won't stay up there too long. Just a lot of momentum in it currently. YouTubers pumping it.
Walk outside here. Where's he at? Let's go see. Where's
I
Daddy?
think it's not gonna be on the same price anymore, like $8 or $9.
Probably go back to $4, honestly.
That would be crazy.
A million. Dude, there's so many people live right now on YouTube. Everybody's live right now. There are literally a million different YouTube channels that are just live. Seller. making the money, though, okay? $7,000 in my cash account. Just scalping these little 10 point, 20 point little pops. Where you at, baby daddy? The market's waiting. Is he?
Right back to VWAP.
The funniest is like the chat on C. Look at the chat. People are just going off. The amount of degenerate gamblers that are waiting to see what he says. You know, like the amount of degenerate gamblers who are just sitting there hoping. They all got 0-day options right now. They all got them 0-day options. There it comes. Say, good morning, good afternoon. Good afternoon.
No, there he is.
I knew it.
The American people.
Turn that off
The
real quick.
unemployment rate remains low. It has edged up. Job gains have slowed, and downside risks to employment have risen.
Dude, microphone
At
sucks.
the same time, inflation has risen recently and remains somewhat elevated. In support of our goals, and in light of the shift in the balance of risks, today the Federal Open Market Committee decided to lower our policy interest rate by 1/4 percentage point. We also decided to continue to reduce our securities holdings. I'll have more to say about monetary policy after briefly reviewing economic developments. Recent indicators suggest that growth of economic activity has moderated. GDP rose at a pace of around 1.5% in the first half of the year, down from 2.5% last year. The moderation in growth largely reflects a slowdown in consumer spending. In contrast, business investment in equipment and intangibles has picked up from last year's pace. Activity in the housing sector remains weak. In our summary of economic projections, the median participant projects GDP to rise 1.6% this year and 1.8% next year, a touch stronger than projected in June. In the labor market, the unemployment rate edged up to 4.3% in August, but remains little changed over the past year at a relatively low level. Payroll job gains have slowed significantly to a pace of just 29,000 per month over the past 3 months. A good part of the slowing likely reflects a decline in the growth of the labor force due to lower immigration and lower labor force participation. Even so, labor demand has softened, and the recent pace of job creation appears to be running below the break-even rate needed to hold the unemployment rate constant. In addition, wage growth has continued to moderate while still outpacing inflation. Overall, the market slowing in both the supply of and demand for workers is unusual. In this less dynamic and somewhat softer labor market, the downside risks to employment appear to have risen. In our SEP, the median projection for the unemployment rate is 4.5% at the end of this year and edges down thereafter. Inflation has eased significantly from its highs in mid-2022, but remains somewhat elevated relative to our 2% longer-run goal. Estimates based on the Consumer Price Index and other data indicate that total PCE prices rose 2.7% over the 12 months ending in August, and that, excluding the volatile food and energy categories, core PCE prices rose 2.9%. These readings are higher than earlier in the year as inflation for goods has picked up. In contrast, disinflation appears to be continuing for services. Near-term measures of inflation expectations have moved up on balance over the course of this year on news about tariffs, as reflected in both market and survey-based measures. Beyond the next year or so, however, most measures of longer-term expectations remain consistent with our 2% inflation goal. The median projection in the SEP for total PCE inflation is 3.0% this year and falls to 2.6% in 2026 and to 2.1% in 2027. Our monetary policy actions are guided by our dual mandate to promote maximum employment and stable prices for the American people. At today's meeting, the committee decided to lower the target range for the federal funds rate by a quarter percentage point to 4 to 4.25%, and to continue reducing the size of our balance sheet. Changes to government policies continue to evolve, and their effects on the economy remain uncertain. Higher tariffs have begun to push up prices in some categories of goods, but their overall effects on economic activity and inflation remain to be seen. A reasonable base case is that the effects on inflation will be relatively short-lived, a one-time shift in the price level. But it is also possible that the inflationary effects could instead be more persistent, and that is a risk to be assessed and managed. Our obligation is to ensure that a one-time increase in the price level does not become an ongoing inflation problem. In the near term, risks to inflation are tilted to the upside and risks to employment to the downside, a challenging situation. When our goals are in tension like this, our framework calls for us to balance both sides of our dual mandate. With downside risks to employment having increased, the balance of risks has shifted. Accordingly, we judged it appropriate at this meeting to take another step toward a more neutral policy stance. With today's decision, we remain well positioned to respond in a timely way to potential economic developments. We will continue to determine the appropriate stance of monetary policy based on the incoming data, the evolving outlook, and the balance of risks. In our SEP, FOMC participants wrote down their individual assessments of an appropriate path for the federal funds rate, based on what each participant judges to be the most likely scenario for the economy. The median participant projects that the appropriate level of the federal funds rate will be 3.6% at the end of this year, 3.4% at the end of 2026, and 3.1% at the end of 2027. This path is 1/4 percentage point lower than projected in June. As is always the case, these individual forecasts are subject to uncertainty, and they're not a committee plan or decision. Policy is not on a preset course. The Fed has been assigned two goals for monetary policy: maximum employment and stable prices. We remain committed to supporting maximum employment, bringing inflation sustainably to our 2%
Well, the market
goal,
is
keeping
just chopping around right now. We backed up, we dropped down. Where we go from here is the
Our
million
success in
question.
delivering on these goals matters to all Americans. We understand that our actions affect communities, families, and businesses across the country. Everything we do is in service to our public mission, and we at the Fed will do everything we can to achieve our maximum employment and price stability goals. Thank you. I look forward to our discussion.
All right. Now we get to answer questions.
Great. Thank you. Chris Rugaber at Associated Press. As you know, Fed Governor Stephen Myron has kept his position at the White House, even as he's joined the Fed board. This is the first time, I believe, the Fed's board has had someone with executive branch ties in decades. Does this compromise the Fed's independence from day-to-day politics? And relatedly, how can you maintain the public's perception the Fed is politically independent with this dynamic? Thank you.
So we did welcome a new committee member today, as we always do, and the committee remains united in pursuing our dual mandate goals. We're strongly committed to maintaining our independence, and beyond that, I really don't have anything to share.
You and other Fed officials have spoken extensively about the impact of tariffs on inflation, although perhaps with many companies appearing to eat the tariffs, tariffs may be impacting the labor market and other parts of the economy instead. Do you see that as a possible outcome here, that tariffs are the reason we're seeing some slowing, particularly in the labor market, rather than in inflation?
It's certainly possible. We're beginning to see, we have begun to see goods prices showing through into higher inflation, and actually the increase in goods prices accounts for most of the increase in inflation, or perhaps all of the increase in inflation over the course of this year. Those are not very large effects at this point, and we do expect them to continue to build over the course of the rest of the year.
Marcus, it's not really going anywhere.
And it's also possible and that there may be effects on employment, but that I would say if you're looking at why employment is doing what it's doing, that's much more about the change in immigration. So the supply of workers has obviously come way down. There's very little growth, if any, in the supply of workers. And at the same time, demand for workers has also come down quite sharply. And to the point where we see what I'll call a curious balance. Typically when we say things are in balance, that sounds good. But in this case, the balance is because both supply and demand have come down quite sharply. Now demand coming down a little more sharply because we now see the unemployment rate edging up.
Nasdaq down there at that pivot point right now, just holding up 320 area, just popped right off there
Here,
again.
Powell, do economic conditions
chop is
and
real
balance of
here
risks
until
no
this
longer warrant a
conference
restrictive
is over.
policy setting?
But I don't think we can say that. What we can say is this: that over the course of this year, we've kept our policy at a restrictive level, and people have different views, but a clearly restrictive level, I would say. So, and we were able to do that over the course of this year because the labor market was in very solid condition with strong job creation and all those things. I think if you go back to April and now look at the revised job creation numbers for May, June, July, and August, I can no longer say that. So what that means is that the risks were clearly tilted toward inflation. I would say they're moving toward equality. Maybe they're not quite out of equality. We don't need to know that, but we do know that they've moved meaningfully toward greater equality, the risks between the two goals, and that suggests that we should be moving in the direction of neutral, and that's what we did today.